ways to do it is to go to someone in that network, in that group, and ask them to make a representation, make a recommendation. That's probably the best way to unlock a group. So, if you're looking for leadership in a group, you go to another leader of that in that group and say, hey, I'm looking for someone that has these type of qualifications. Do you know someone? The interesting thing about groups and networks is that they kind of all know each other once you get in, right? And I think that's a good example of how a recruiter or how someone can tap into different networks to bring out talent. I do think there's some networks that are really diverse just naturally, whether that's certain universities or certain entrepreneur groups like Endeavor is an entrepreneur group that I'm a part of. It's really a global network, but because it's been so global and it started in South America, it tends to just have a much has an extremely diverse group of entrepreneurs and talent. And that's a unique group that has so many different types of talent, very very extremely talented talent that a number of companies can tap into. But I think, like I said, how I started, I think it starts with just going directly to that person and reaching out. My network tends to be diverse. So, like when I go to my network, it tends to turn back something very positive. But the reality is, my network isn't necessarily the network of fintech, right? So, for me, even for me to even just be here, right? I didn't grow up with a bunch of aunts and uncles that built companies in technology. I don't have a network of VCs. So, for someone like myself, I had to build a number of networks and build a number of peer groups that I didn't necessarily grow up with, or they, were relevant to me until I came into the tech industry. So that's something that I had to do, right, to make sure that I can go out and attract attention or awareness in other groups. So I think the same goes when you're trying to go out and find diverse candidates. The same level of effort is required.